ABCD 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. The part of OS, the part of OS that manages the CPU, memory, and I/O devices called kernel, which of the function is A, T, TRIB command is DOS. A key difference between LAN and WAN. WAN LAN operated in the small geographical area, which is WAN is a border. WAN is a border which of the following is a default site of layout in the PowerPoint titles and the content titles and the content. Which memory stores is the most, which memory is the stores the most interaction to increase the processing speed. Processing is processing speed. How do you find the 2s complemented of the bytes? Huh. Who is ordered at hardware? What does the mail merge features in MS Word do? LOU corner combined interaction. What is the smallest unit of the information byte? What is the decimal equivalent of the binary number on 0 on the sizes of the IP addresses in IPv6 is 128 bytes of the following alignment cannot be placed where the top stop justify element. What is the following type? What is the following type of what is the which of the following is the type of indicate the sources sets of rules of the uploaded by a protocol which which Unix's command is used for listed file in the current combination which Unix command is used for listing files as in the current directory. What is the full form of path file allocated tables of species? Uh, which of the following values is the character? The value base is the part of the OS that manages part of the OS that manages the CPU memory and is the kernel. What is the function of the arbitrary commanded into OS? The sense the derivative a key differences between LAN a key differences between LAN and LAN operator in a small geographical and cover is border which of the following is default cited layouted in the PowerPoint titles and content in MS Word. What is the maximum number of column you can insert in a table? What is the smallest units of the information bytes? What is the decimal equivalent of the binary on 0 on? The size of an IP address is IPv6 is 6. Which of the following element cannot be places where the top stops a justifiable element? What is the following is not type of a computer coded EDCIC? What is the workbook is what is workbook is Excel and workbooks file containing one or more worksheet indicates us where indicates us which of the following is not true about it has generated an objected code mm, which is a set of rules of the plotted by it. Mm, a set of rules uploaded by each computer presented a network presented on a network is called protocol which of the initial command is used for listing files as in the current directory is IIS. Which is most internal what is the full form of the fat file allocated table? What is the shortcut key used to detect spelling and the grammar error in MS Word F7? The origin of the internet was developed from the concept of air planet, converted 52 by 16 into the decimal equivalent in MS researches like that. Uh, which of the following values is correct? The value of this hexadecimal coded A B C D E F is 112593. 112593. The part of the OS that manages the CPU memory is and with this is called kernel. What is the function of AITTRIB commanded into so the file says derivative a key differences between says LAN and WN is LAN operates in a simple geographical area while WAN covers a border area. Most of the following is the default site layout in the PowerPoint and title section converts in MS Word. What is the maximum number of the columns you can insert in a table is 63. Which memory store the most frequently uses in interaction to increases processing speed cache. How do you find